Thank you, Ollie. Good evening, everybody. Liverpool's only previous visit to the Pink City ended in a 1-0 win back in 2007, and the much-maligned Andre Voronin scored the only goal. A repeat this evening, and they will be guaranteed a place in the knockout stages of the Europa League. If Liverpool win and Union Saint-Gilloise fail to beat LASK, they will go straight into the last 16. It is a much-changed Liverpool lineup, 9 alterations in total. The side held at Luton in the Premier League on Sunday. Joe Gomez and Alexis McAllister are the only players to retain their places. Luis Diaz, fresh from that incredible news that his kidnapped father has been released over in Colombia. He comes into the starting lineup having scored at Kenilworth Road. So Liverpool have Kelleher in goal, a back four of Gomez, Konsa, Matip and Tsimikas. Elliot, Endo and McAllister make up midfield, with Doak and Luis Diaz either side of Cody Gakpo, looking to stake his claim for a regular Premier League spot, leading the line up front. Toulouse beaten 5-1 when these two met at Anfield a fortnight ago. They named the same 11 with Rest in goal, a back three of Costa, Nicolaisen and Diarra, Desla and Suazo are the wing-backs, with Sierro, Schmidt and Caceres in midfield, and then Donham and Dollinger will lead the line up front. Dean Ashton, former England striker, is alongside me. 9 changes for Liverpool, but it still looks a formidable 11.
Yeah, it does. Obviously, Gomez playing again, Tsimikas playing surprisingly for me, but plenty of experience. And McAllister actually is the one I'm interested in. I think he's suffered because of the position that he's played at Liverpool, that deeper role. I think he's suffered so far with the start at the football club. I'm expecting Endo to play that role deeper, so McAllister maybe can have a bit more freedom tonight, where we might see more of the Brighton player that he was, the explosive player that he was just outside that attacking box.
Feels like a big night as well, doesn't it, for Cody Gakpo, as we were discussing in the build-up. You look at Darwin Núñez, well, he must have plethora of chance in the weekend. He seems to have played his way into Jurgen Klopp's Premier League 11. Mo Salah, we know, starts week in, week out. Jota on the bench, but he's been preferred over Gakpo as well. What does he need to do tonight to catch the manager's eye?
Well, he has to have that all-round performance that I think Jurgen Klopp is looking for. Look, he's a very different player, different profile to Darwin Núñez. I think he can't try and be Núñez and try and expect to do the things that he can do. When I've seen him at his best is when he does drop in and link the play, Gakpo. That's when he's really, really impressive. And I just think he's learning how to be a player at a massive football club where you're just not guaranteed your place every week.
Just about to get underway in Amsterdam. Brighton travelling to Ajax in the Europa League. We'll keep you updated with goals as they go in that game as well. But our main focus is on Toulouse. The stadium packed to its 31,000 capacity, including 1,250 travelling Liverpool fans. Jurgen Klopp has warned his players to expect an intense atmosphere, as ever, with an away game in European competition. Job number one will be to silence that vociferous support. It's been a near perfect group campaign for Liverpool so far. 3 wins from 3, 10 goals scored, just 2 conceded. Of course, they were comfortable winners when these two met on Merseyside just 2 weeks ago. It is to be Toulouse, who rather belatedly get us underway here on TalkSport. They are shooting from left to right in their predominantly white jerseys with blue shorts and white socks. Liverpool all in red, attacking the goal away to our left. The first touch of the evening for Cody Gakpo. He's been fouled just inside his own half of the field. It will be a Liverpool free kick after the challenge from Aaron Donham, the Norwegian international.
What I would say about Cody Gakpo is that link-up play is excellent. It's then, how does he make sure he's then in the box when those chances come around? How does he marry that up? You know, you look at a player like a Harry Kane that can drop deep but also be a threat in the box. That's where he's got to get to, where he strikes a nice balance.
Harvey Elliott gliding away from a challenge over on the far side, dropping deep into Liverpool territory, then immediately launching it long upfield, looking for the run of Diaz, and the goalkeeper, Guillaume Rest, had a good starting position. All in yellow, comes out to the edge of the box and gets there ahead of Luis Diaz. He made a number of good saves actually, Rested, in the first game at Anfield. Liverpool could have won by more than their 5-1 margin in the end.
Yeah, incredible for such a young goalkeeper, only 18 years old, but he's being trusted by his very young manager, only 39 years old. I know how that feels, Crookie.
Not for much.
Although he looks a lot younger than me.
2 minutes gone here. Toulouse 0, Liverpool 0. Listening to TalkSport, 2 no goals in the game. At the Johan Cruyff Arena, Ajax 0, Brighton 0. Brighton, like Liverpool, coming out on top when those two met a fortnight ago at the Amex. Here is Kostas Tsimikas, the Greek left-back, plays it to Kelleher, all in green, the Liverpool goalkeeper. He slows the game down to a walking pace and just rolls it out to his left-hand side and played forward into midfield and collected by Endo. Again, Liverpool turning defence into attack with one long punt upfield. Luis Diaz down by the left corner flag. Stopped in his tracks by Michael Desler. And Desler has been penalised for covering the shirt of Diaz, and Liverpool have a free kick in a very promising position on this near left-hand side, almost level with the penalty spot.
He was just over-aggressive, Desler there. I think probably surprised actually with the upper body strength of Luis Diaz, who was able just to shield the ball and win his team a dangerous free kick with Gakpo and Tsimikas. I mean, why would Gakpo take it, by the way? He's 6'10". Why would he be out there?
They want him in the penalty area, ready to attack with their ball, but it doesn't look like Gakpo is lining this one up. He's put his left arm in the air and he crosses towards the near post, and it's headed off the crossbar by the captain Gomez. Liverpool inches away from taking the lead. Goalkeeper was beaten, just couldn't quite keep the header down, Joe Gomez. It would have been his first ever senior goal in more than 220 appearances for club and country.
Oh, well, he won't come any closer. I was thinking it was just going to be typical that I'd said that about Gakpo. He floated one into the near post, a good run from Gomez, and he does everything right. He just gets a little glance on it towards the far post. It's just a fraction too high. It comes down off the crossbar. It's so unlucky from Joe Gomez and Liverpool.
Massive opportunity for the visitors to take the early lead. It remains goalless here. It's Harvey Elliott who has possession for Liverpool midway inside his own half, away to our right. We've played 5 minutes. Ball is played forward by Ariel Ponce, the England under-21 international, Warrington born. Part of that Liverpool back line this evening. Do have a couple of young players on the bench as well, in amongst the star names. Diaz shuffles it forward to Alexis McAllister. McAllister back into his own half, and Quansah once again will take over.
Yeah, Jurgen Klopp talking about Quansah and saying there was a good few clubs that wanted his services on loan, but he'd already seen the quality that he'd shown, and he looks so composed for such a young player, and he's getting his chance as well. Not looking out of place at all in that Liverpool defence.
Luis Diaz back to Kelleher, the goalkeeper. Matip down the Liverpool right-hand side. The visitors dominating possession in these early exchanges, but it remains goalless on TalkSport 2. It's like an early injury problem for Brighton over in the Netherlands. James Milner, former Liverpool player, hobbling off. As we watch a replay, Dean Ashton of the Gomez header against the bar. Brilliant technique. So unlucky not to find the back of the net.
No, it was. That is exactly the right thing to do. When there's pace on the ball, in swinging, you just want to glance it on towards that far post, and either a teammate nods it in or it tests the goalkeeper, comes back off the crossbar.
And go into McAllister, 25 yards out from goal, but he has the ball stolen away by the Toulouse captain, Sierro. He was caught as he looked to launch the counter-attack. The footwork from Sierra, former Young Boys man. And
I'm amazed
I'm
amazed he's not been given a yellow card here. We so often see that now. When there's a counter-attack from the opposition, if a player just stops that with a shirt pull, which is what Endo did there on Sierra, I mean, every day that's a yellow card for most players. He's very lucky.
It's the old argument, isn't it? If it was 7 minutes from the end of the game, maybe not 7 minutes into it, then the outcome may have been different. 0-0 the score, Toulouse against Liverpool. Remember, victory for Liverpool. They will be safely through to the knockout stages of the Europa League. It's Toulouse on their foray forward in these opening 7 minutes. Diarra from the back has managed to, well, I was going to say managed to win his team a corner, but the referee has actually decided it's a goal kick for Liverpool. Diarra not particularly impressed by that.
No, but it was clever from Joel Matip. Went over there, slid in as if he was going to take the ball and just lifted his leg at the last second to allow that to go out of play. But there was a big gap because Joe Gomez is almost playing that Trent inverted role from right back. There was a big gap on the left-hand side, and it was a poor ball out actually from Schmidt.
Liverpool, one of only 3 teams in this season's Europa League with the 100% record intact. They're in possession with Kostas Tsimikas down the left-hand side. He's given it away deep inside his own half. Here's Desler. Opportunity maybe to get across into the penalty area. Well blocked by McAllister. Did he get back and stop the ball going out for a corner? No, he didn't. It was Toulouse who will have the first corner of the game despite the protestations from McAllister, the World Cup winner.
Yeah, it just gives Toulouse a lift, doesn't it? Every single one of those little wins that you want when you're the home team to keep that support on top of Liverpool. Can they be a threat from a set play?
Corner to be whipped in by Niklas Schmidt, the former Werder Bremen man, from the right-hand side. Wasn't a bad delivery, but it's headed clear by Matip. Back out to the corner taker, and Schmidt with the half volley into the box, which is cleared by Elliott.
Yeah, it was a decent header from Matip under pressure, but then a poor ball back in.
They come again down the right. Once again it was Schmidt looking to link up with Bollinger, and again Toulouse have a corner. Ball played out by Tsimikas, and this is a good spell of pressure from the French Cup winners from last season.
And we might get some joy, mightn't they, when Tsimikas and Gomez vacate their full-back positions, and they can make use of that if they win the ball back.
Schmidt to take the corner, outswinger from the right-hand side, nodded down inside the area. Still Toulouse will come forward. Sierra, the skipper, crosses towards the 6-yard box. It's hooked away by Gakpo, but still Liverpool haven't cleared the danger yet. Tsimikas looks to do that, cushions the ball down for Harvey Elliott, who keeps it really well. McAllister launched it long outfield, looking for the run of Diaz, but it goes all the way through for Rest, the goalkeeper. 0-0.
Yeah, that's a couple of times now that they've looked for that long ball over the top for Diaz. It's obviously something they've looked at, a weakness possibly in that Toulouse back line. Yet to come off, really.
It's been very route one from Liverpool in these first 10 minutes on TalkSport 2. Surely it's going to be foul. Diaz. Schmidt was all over him. I think the referee, in fairness, was waiting to see if there was an advantage. There wasn't. Liverpool have a free kick now, almost level with the penalty area, down in the left wing position.
Yeah, good industrial work from Luis Diaz, winning that ball when he had no right, really, turning that into a free kick for his team. He's that type of player though, isn't he, Diaz? He's got plenty of energy, incredible willingness to run and work for his side.
Once again it's Gakpo who stands over the set piece, swung in towards the 6-yard box, headed half away by Diarra, and then the clearance is completed by Gabriel Suazo, the Chilean. Liverpool had a throw over on the far touchline again. McAllister this time manhandled to the floor. The yellow card has been shown to Schmidt. It has probably been coming.
Well, it is so daft. There's no reason why he needs to get involved. with McAllister there as he's trying to take the throw. And Schmidt might say to the referee, and he's right, how has Endo not been given a yellow card for his challenge? And I have for that. But players now have got to realise you can't stop the opposition from playing quickly.
Well, he did it twice, did he? He did it on this near side. A foul on Diaz, almost rugby tackling him to the ground. Then he repeated the trick over on that far touchline as well. 12 minutes gone. Toulouse 0, Liverpool 0. Still goalless in Amsterdam. Ajax against Brighton. Here's Luis Diaz, who no doubt will feel like the weight of the world has been lifted from his shoulders following that amazing news that his kidnapped dad has been released. Diaz has been tripped to the floor, and it's going to be another free kick in a promising position for Liverpool. Pressure mounting on Toulouse.
Oh, I mean, he has just twisted Desler inside and out. He's gone past him 3 times, and eventually Desler just drags him down. Brilliant bit of play from Luis Diaz. Great skill and strength.
Gakpo again stands over the set piece. Once again, the likes of Gomez, who's already headed against the crossbar, will come forward. The teenage goalkeeper, Guillaume Rest, is just organising his back line. There are 6 or 7 Toulouse players camped on the edge of the area. It's a short free kick this time, and maybe an opportunity to get a shot away. It's low along the ground by Elliott, blocked. And Liverpool now have a throw-in down by the left corner flag.
I actually don't mind that. I think sometimes teams just constantly just lob that ball in from a central position where the angle isn't great and nothing comes of it, whereas there they were trying to be a bit creative, played that short in towards Elliott, who could then strike from near the edge of the penalty area that was blocked.
Desler with the throw for Toulouse. It's volleyed up towards the halfway line. Endo heads it back towards the penalty area, but it's out of play for another throw in for the French side. That defeat at Anfield, the catalyst for a run of 3 successive losses now. In fact, they've only won 2 of their last 13 matches to lose in all competitions. What have you made, Dean Ashton, of these opening 14 minutes?
I think it's been controlled from Liverpool without really putting pressure on Toulouse, which has surprised me slightly. But look, there shouldn't really be any contest. I think when Liverpool reach a certain intensity, which they haven't, they've been quite calm, reserved so far in this game, but that might be the tactic, just to try and settle the game down early on.
Speaking of an early settler, Brighton lead inside the opening 15 minutes away from home in Amsterdam. Ajax 0, Brighton 1. Brighton, who didn't win either of their opening 2 group games, looking to make it back-to-back victories against the Dutch giants, and that's just the start that Roberto De Zerbi would have been hoping for. Here in France, it's still Toulouse 0, Liverpool 0. Brighton ahead in Amsterdam. A victory there tonight would put them in a very good position to qualify for the knockout stages. Ansu Fati, on loan from Barcelona, is the man who's put the Seagulls in front early on there. There's a long raking ball upfield from Desler. Threatened to go out of play, but in the end Simicast has to smuggle it back to the goalkeeper Kelleher. He's been a spectator so far, really. Weaving Kelleher, the Republic of Ireland international, who's played in every Liverpool Cup game so far this season, conceded in 4 of them. As Endo, the Japanese international, plays it forward to the halfway line, which is picked up by McAllister. Simicast forward into Toulouse territory. Endo again into the feet of Gakpo, who's dropping very deep. Cody Gakpo almost into his own half of the field. Endo back to Quansah. Here's Matip, who will carry it over the halfway line.
It's measured, isn't it, from Liverpool? Not a lot of pace to the passes that they're producing at the moment. It's all pretty calm, pretty slow. Not really endangering that Toulouse backline at the moment.
Matip forward to Gakpo, who's got room to turn inside the centre circle and looks to power his way towards the penalty area, but it's one back in midfield by Dunham. And then his pass out to the left-hand side, looking to release Schwarzer. He's overhit, and Liverpool will have a throw.
Yeah, just overdid it, Gakpo. Brilliant little turn on the back foot, tried to get away. That's when he needed to play it to McAllister, who's just to his left. He tried to do that extra little bit past one more player and lost the ball, but I like that position he's trying to pick up, with then Luis Diaz looking to get into the space that's left, although he's just lost it there, Gakpo.
The ball is now with Bollinger inside the centre circle, but they're just not keeping it to lose for any prolonged period. Once again they give it straight back to Liverpool with Endo. He just knocks it a few yards forward to the Argentine McAllister. Gomez looking for the raking pass out to the right hand side, trying to release the youngster Doak. Doak against Diarra, he's done well. Doak, he's into the penalty area, gets goal side of his man, pulls it back to Gakpo, not really within shooting range. Gomez with a cross, headed on by Diaz, and then the volley over the bar from McAllister. I wonder if the goalkeeper may even have got fingertips on that.
Well, Doak was brilliant on that right hand side, just showed the sharpness that he's got. Whipped past Diarra, a lovely little cut back to Gakpo, eventually find Gomez with a clipped ball in. Luis Diaz does enough, drops from McAllister, and that's where I'd always prefer to see McAllister. Dropping ball in the penalty area, him arriving, side volley, just took a deflection actually off the defender.
Would have been his first Liverpool goal. Corner from Gakpo onto the head of Matip, but he can't keep the header down. It's high over the crossbar and it remains 0-0.
Yeah, got it well there, Matip. He's disappointed. It's a decent ball in from that corner. He got up nice and early and just didn't direct the header. Just took his eye off it at the last second, which you just can't do.
We've got lots of live football coming your way this weekend across the TalkSport network. All starts here on TalkSport 2 tomorrow evening. Blackburn against Preston. A Lancashire derby in the Championship on Saturday. Game day returns. Tottenham looking to bounce back from that incredible defeat at home to Chelsea on Monday. They go to Wolverhampton Wanderers. That's live and exclusive over on TalkSport at 12:30 on Saturday. At the same time here on TalkSport 2 we've got Sunderland against Birmingham in the Championship, and at 3 o'clock here on TalkSport 2. You won't hear it anywhere else on national radio. It's Arsenal against Burnley. Arsenal 2-0 winners against Sevilla in the Champions League last night. 0-0 here between Toulouse and Liverpool. It's a little bit bitty so far.
It has been. It's not been a great flow to the game as yet. The one thing I would say as well is when Gakpo does drop into a deeper position, there isn't really anyone up there then to threaten the back line. The two centre-backs are just staying in their position. One will go with Gakpo, but then no one's threatening those two centre-backs. It's quite easy at the moment for Toulouse.
Long ball forward by the French side is side volleyed out of play by Matip. Throw-in taken quickly, but maybe a bit too quickly because Dokes tenaciously won it back, and again he's away from Diarra. Looks a bit of a mismatch, that battle between the Liverpool youngster and the Malian defender for Toulouse. He's just kicked him to the floor. Certainly Doak looks like he's got the guile and the pace to really cause problems for Diarra down that Toulouse left-hand side.
He's so sharp, isn't he? Over the first 5 or 10 yards, it's the thing that defenders hate the most, is that sharp player that can twist and turn easily. Doak looks like he's one of those players.
Toulouse 0, Liverpool 0. Brighton leading Ajax by 1-0 in Amsterdam. Another of the Europa League early kickoffs this evening. Remember, victory for Liverpool, they'll guarantee a place in the top 2 in their group. Favourite to win. And Union Saint-Gilloise don't win away from home in Lask, and they will be through straight into the round of 16, avoiding the playoff round. And of course those teams who finished third in the Champions League groups will be dropping into the Europa League. They could include Newcastle and Manchester United. Here's Matip marauding forward for the Reds. Back to the halfway line, where it's picked up by Konsa. Straight away he looks for Doak on that far side, and then he got in behind Diarra, but this time Diarra does enough just to force Doak to take the ball out of play.
Well, I think Diarra's lucky there. I thought he just gave a nudge in the back of Doak as he was about to control it, which is why it then went out for a goal kick. You can see Diarra's not happy, is he? Doesn't look comfortable up against the young winger.
It's the voice of the former West Ham and England striker Dean Ashton here on TalkSport 2. The ball is launched forward by Dessler down the Toulouse right. One back by Concert. And then played into touch by Dollinger. Score of the Toulouse goal in that 5-1 defeat at Anfield. As much as anybody, as they won the French Cup last season, 6 goals including one in the final, to bring European football to the south of France. Harvey Elliott, the diminutive midfielder for Liverpool, plays the ball out to Gomez midway inside the Toulouse half. Doak back to Matip just inside Liverpool territory.
They've retreated now though, Toulouse. They started a lot higher. They've really dropped back into their own half now and just are saying to Liverpool, come on, you've got to break us down. Well, when that happens, you've got to move the ball quickly. The interchange in positions has got to be sharp. Not really seen that from Liverpool yet.
Luis Diaz out to Matip over on the far side. Good noise still being generated by the home fans. Liverpool still pushing and probing, looking for the opener. McAllister the first time layoff into Endo. Gakpo, lovely little flick, finding McAllister. Gakpo gets it back 25 yards from goal. Diaz forward towards Tsimikas, but intercepted by Dessler. It was better from Liverpool, moving the ball quickly, asking questions of this Toulouse back line.
That was just real quality, that. Endo in towards Gakpo, flick round the corner to McAllister, another flick back to Gakpo and out to Diaz. It was cut out in the end, but when they move it as quickly as that, you can just see Toulouse aren't able to cope with that and follow the runners.
Dolan dropping very deep, but trying to launch attack for the home side. It's run back by McAllister. McAllister midway inside Toulouse territory. Diaz takes over after McAllister appeared to have been fouled. The referee played an advantage and Liverpool will come forward down the left with Tsimikas. Level with the penalty area, the Greek fullback. Elliott into Endo. But the space for McAllister just outside the box and he shifts the ball to his right and Gomez. Here's Diaz now operating momentarily over on that right hand side, chested down to Gomez by Doak. Diaz gets it back again. Toulouse have defended it well enough and it's going to be a Liverpool throw. And Diaz was caught off the ball. It's a painful one for the Colombian.
Yeah, just ended up on that right hand side because he'd followed a pass in towards the middle. Still saying really the players aren't getting in behind Gakpo. Gakpo comes short. There isn't those running midfielders or running wingers to go and get into those spaces that are vacated by Gakpo. It's making it easy just for Toulouse to sit there, watch the play in front of them.
Long ball forward by Matip over the head of Doak. Behind for a Toulouse corner. Carlos Martinez, the rookie Toulouse manager, is out on the edge of the technical area issuing his instructions. The Toulouse Ultras on their feet inside the stadium. I guess as far as Martinez is concerned, they've got to the halfway stage of the first half with a clean sheet intact. Dean Ashton, that's job number 1 done.
Oh, he'll be pleased. The fact that Liverpool, I know they've hit the crossbar but haven't registered a shot on target, that's good from Luis Diaz.
Diaz, really strong play, holding off the challenge of Sierra, getting his shot away, but it was a pretty limp one in the end, straight into the arms of the goalkeeper Rest.
Yeah, Dessler trying to win that in front of Diaz. He's just too strong. Just bodies him away. Ball bounces. He tries to hit that first time. Look at that space now on the left.
Space for Toulouse to come forward. As Liverpool had committed men to attack. It's played back to the halfway line, but strong play from Swartzo. Keeps Toulouse in possession. It's now down by the left corner flag. To wait for the cross in the centre, but that cross is headed away by Quansah and picked up just inside the Liverpool half by Sierra. Decent looking attack there from Toulouse, but Liverpool have defended manfully so far.
Yeah, but they didn't make the most of that opportunity early on. When Gomez was in midfield, Matip had been drawn across and there was just a huge space then on the left-hand side for Toulouse, in behind Gomez's position. Again, it was a poor pass out of there. Otherwise, they would have had all that space to run into and allowed Liverpool to get back and defend.
27 minutes played. It's Toulouse 0, Liverpool 0. Simicas forward over the halfway line to Diaz. Gives it back to Simicas inside Liverpool territory.
I think you can tell with Liverpool's performance that they are comfortable in the group. But I mean, they're definitely going to qualify, and there isn't that urgency that's maybe required early on in the group stages. I'd like to see a little bit more though still, and I think Jurgen Klopp would as well.
Here's Kelleher, 5 yards outside the penalty area. Lask lead against Union Saint-Gallois by 1-0. Horvath from the penalty spot. That means if Liverpool were to win this game and that scoreline stays the same, they'll be guaranteed a top spot in the group with 2 matches to spare. So Lask are doing their part of the bargain. Liverpool not quite doing theirs at this moment in time. It still looks pretty rosy. 5 points clear of Toulouse now in second as it stands, Liverpool. Here's Kostas Tsimikas, the Reds left back. 0-0 the score. Quansah shifts it out to Matip. No real urgency about Liverpool so far. I think that was the point that Dean Ashton was alluding to. Matip again, the Cameroonian, forward to McAllister. Heavy touch enables Robin Costa to come and play the ball back to his goalkeeper. Then it's launched forward by Toulouse and held up well by Bollinger. And here is Schmidt down the right-hand side, crosses into the area, and that's a big chance for Toulouse to take the lead. Suazo arriving at the far post. In the end, can only hook the ball behind for a goal kick, but that was a really quicksilver counter-attack. And I think Suazo should have done better, Dean Ashton.
Yeah, it's a great ball in from Schmidt. It's the first time actually Toulouse have made the most of those gaps in behind the fullbacks, the Liverpool fullbacks. Brilliant crossing from Schmidt, nice and early for Suazo. Difficult because it's on the half volley as it just bounces in front of him, but still, he should be hitting the target with that opportunity. Big one for Toulouse.
A big let-off for Liverpool. 0-0 here on TalkSport 2. Brighton in front over in Amsterdam against Ajax by an Ansu Fati goal. It's Paul from McAllister playing the ball into the penalty area, but playing it straight to rest the goalkeeper.
I much prefer him in that position, McAllister. I think he's struggled a little bit to certainly hit the levels that he had at Brighton. I think it is to do with that position change, because he obviously had Caicedo there alongside him. I think playing at Liverpool, you tend to be the lone holder when you play that role.
Just watching a replay of the reaction from Carlos Martinez, the Toulouse manager, as that chance went begging. Gabriel Suazo arriving at the far post, but diverting the ball behind for a goal kick. It's as close as they've come to scoring. Gomez nodding against the bar. The best chance Liverpool have carved so far. They do have a corner. Diaz just watching the ball out of play after a deflection.
And we know how dangerous Liverpool can be. One of the top sides from dead ball situations in the Premier League.
Players that Tsimikas is going to take this corner from the near side.
And he's taken on those Robertson delivery duties, hasn't he, Tsimikas?
Deep into the 6-yard box, headed away to the edge of the penalty area, and then cleared as far as Harvey Elliott, who acrobatically plays the ball over his head back out to Tsimikas. Good ball into the area from him, and the goalkeeper is under a bit of pressure here, and he flapped at it. Don't with a shot, beaten away by Rest at the near post, then turned behind for a corner.
Well, I feel like there's a sneaky foul in there, definitely from Quansah. Just leans in towards the goalkeeper as he's trying to claim that, but then when it comes out to Doak, strikes it really well, straight at the goalkeeper. Rest.
Good spell of pressure this from Liverpool as we welcome listeners from TalkSport. Toulouse 0, Liverpool 0 the score. Joe Gomez heading against the bar early on, as close as Liverpool have come to scoring. Gabriel Suarzo has missed a good opportunity for Toulouse. In comes the corner, Gakpo from the right hand side over the head of Diaz and cleared away to Harvey Elliott on the edge of the box. Left footed delivery back into the area. Matip brings it down the chest. Toulouse have got plenty behind the ball. Liverpool having to play a game of patience here, Dean Ashton.
Well, they have most of the game. As McAllister tries to find Endo. They've just struggled, haven't they, for fluidity.
Toulouse 0, Liverpool 0. With 13 minutes to go until half-time.
By the way, it's a good job Joe Gomez has got the pace, hasn't he, to beat Dolinga, because he was in.
A long ball over the top from Toulouse, looking to set their big number 9 away, but Gomez quickly gobbled up the turf. Ponce carries the ball over halfway. Again, they're looking long for Diaz. I think Diaz feels he should maybe have done better with that diagonal. Having got the wrong side of Diarra, he just completely missed the ball, and it's Tony behind for a goal kick.
Yeah, but that's the one, isn't it? That's where Gakpo goes short, leaves a space, clever run from Luis Diaz, just misjudges the flight of the ball, because again, if he controls that down, he's through 1v1, and he's really disappointed with himself that he let that fly over his head.
Toulouse 0, Liverpool 0 here on TalkSport 2. They're looking for Dolinga again. This time it's Matip who steps across the running line and plays it back to Kelleher, the goalkeeper. Chip forward towards halfway, where Desler was there ahead of anybody in red, and he plays it back into the Toulouse half, and it's picked up by the Cape Verde international Costa. This has not been a vintage season for Toulouse, but they have only lost one of their last 8 home games. As again, Dolinga gets himself involved in a sprint race, and this time it's Ponce down by the right corner flag who got there first. The offside flag goes up anyway. 0-0 with 12 minutes the first half to play.
Yeah, he's not blessed with blistering pace, is he, Dolinga? Again, he looks like he's got himself away. Quansah just reeled him in, and he was offside anyway. Quite a high line from Liverpool there, but they know that with Quansah they've got that pace, the insurance with him and Gomez, and even Matip can cover the ground reasonably well.
They have scored in all 16 games they've played this season, Liverpool. In fact, you have to go back to the 0-0 draw against Chelsea in April for the last time they failed to hit the net. They created too many opportunities this evening. Endo is penalised for a late challenge on Dolinga, and he has his name taken by the referee. First Liverpool yellow card of the evening.
He was always going to get a yellow card for the next challenge he made, and it's actually a pretty nasty one, I think. Dolinga just wins the ball, pokes it away, and Endo then treads right on the top of his ankle. It's not like Marcus Rashford's one where it then looks like the ankle buckles a bit. It's right on the top of the foot.
Any more force though, and he could have been in trouble.
Yeah.
Wataru Endo scored his only Liverpool goal so far in that 5-1 victory against tonight's opponents at Anfield a fortnight ago. 10 minutes the first half to play here, and it's still 0-0 in the south of France. That's the offside against Desler. As the free kick was launched forward, he just wasn't looking across the line. That will frustrate the home supporters. Liverpool have the ball now with the youngster Quansah. I think Jurgen Klopp would just like to see a bit more tempo, a bit more urgency about his team's play.
Yeah, it's safe, isn't it? Oh, that's
was not safe. He's been dispossessed by Donham. Donham into the area, deflected, and Toulouse lead. Liverpool masters their own downfall, and Toulouse take full advantage. Donham, having dispossessed Simicas, immediately made his way into the penalty area, got the shot away. It took a massive deflection, wrong footing Kelleher, and with 10 minutes of the first half remaining, it is Toulouse 1, Liverpool 0, and it went in off the outstretched leg of Gerald Quansah.
Well, this is just all down to really poor play. Just indecision from Tsimikas. Didn't make his mind up quick enough. A little bit lazy in the way that he just flicked that back towards Quansah and then couldn't reach it. And luckily for Donham, the ball just breaks perfectly for him to sprint in behind. Quansah comes across and he's very unlucky because you can see that Donham's trying to find that far corner, and as the defender stretches his leg out, it takes a wicked deflection up and over the top of Kelleher. Nothing the goalkeeper can do from such close quarters, but they've been severely punished there for a lack of concentration from Tsimikas.
And maybe now that will almost force Liverpool to up the intensity levels. Toulouse in front. They're in possession here over the halfway line as well. With Suazo, who missed that earlier golden chance. A goal that has put the French side in front, the only shot they've managed on target. It was only half on target before it ricocheted in off Quansah. Here is Harvey Elliott on halfway for Liverpool, into McAllister, cushions the ball into Endo. And then Elliott forward to Gomez, who didn't have as much time as he thought there to turn.
They just keep letting Toulouse off. When they look like they can turn and get at the Toulouse defence, they turn back, slow the play down again.
Maybe those reinforcements off the bench might be needed by Jurgen Klopp.
Yeah, they might be. They've just played the game almost as if it's an inconvenience.
Here's Matip sprinting towards the penalty area. Diaz with his back to goal, rolls it off for McAllister. Already you can see that there's a bit more purpose about Liverpool since falling behind. Toulouse 1, Liverpool 0. Gomez goes to ground, but the referee plays an advantage. Elliott into the penalty area. Might even get a shot away here. Brilliant block by Nick Eilison. And then Endo back to Quansah. The Dope having a run at Diarra, but has to settle in the end for a corner kick. Dope.
Nothing quite like the sort of smelling salts of conceding a goal, is it, to ignite the intensity for Liverpool. It's exactly been the case, and you then almost think, well, hang on, why haven't you been at that level right from the start?
39 gone. Toulouse 1, Liverpool 0. Cody Gakpo over the corner from the right hand side, headed away by Dollinger. Back out to Gakpo on that far touchline. He controls it neatly in the blue footwear. Gakpo looking to work his way into a crossing position. Toulouse has had too many men back there, and then Gakpo has dragged one of the defenders to the floor, and Toulouse have a free kick in their left back position.
I don't care what anyone says. I will not understand why Cody Gakpo is taking set plays. With the height that he's got, a forward player that should be outstanding at heading the ball is taking a set play. I don't care what anyone says, no one can make me understand that.
So suddenly Liverpool have a fight on their hands.
I'm not going to let it go. I mean, you've got McAllister, with his height and delivery, quality delivery that he possesses. Why wouldn't he take it and Gakpo be in the middle for that extra player that he should want to score goals as well?
Dope trying to turn in possession just inside the Toulouse half. Endo a bit overzealous, was he, with a challenge? Certainly was with the second one. We'll be careful here. So Endo having just been booked, and I think Vincent Sierro, the Toulouse captain, is making the point that probably is a second bookable offence from Endo. Second in relatively quick succession as well, Dean Ashton.
I mean, he is so lucky. How has he got away? First of all, how did he get away with the first challenge when he pulled the player back? And then there, when you're on that yellow card, he's miscontrolled it. He's tried to rectify the situation, gone diving in on Caceres. And I'm sorry, he's so lucky.
I wonder if he might see a situation here whereby Jurgen Klopp has to substitute Endo to stop him picking up a second yellow card. 5 minutes of the first half to play. Liverpool trailing by a goal to nil in Toulouse. And here is Desler down the right-hand side. Cuts the ball back and it's crossed high towards the far post by Sierro. The Liverpool captain Gomez nods it away. And Toulouse have a throw level with the penalty area. And that throw-in will be taken by Moussa Diarra, the Malian. Cleared upfield by Gomez for Liverpool, and out of play for a throw-in for the visitors. Liverpool, who had 20 shots on goal in that 5-1 home victory against Toulouse, haven't carried anywhere near the same level of threat this evening.
No, it's frustrating, isn't it? I think as a forward player, you'd come into this game, relish it, with Toulouse's defensive record as well. In recent games, you would think, great, what an opportunity for me to get myself a goal. Liverpool just haven't been able to create those clear-cut chances.
1-0 to Toulouse here on TalkSport 2. Ajax 0, Brighton 1 in Amsterdam in the Europa League. They've already lost James Milner to injury. Ansu Fati putting Brighton in front. Looks like Lewis Dunk's picked up an injury problem as well. Here's Simicas with a cross for Liverpool. But it was wayward and was behind for a goal kick, and that really, Dean Ashton, sums up Liverpool in this first half.
Yeah, that's really wasteful. That's really frustrating from a forward's perspective when players got no pressure on them out wide and could deliver for you to attack, and then he puts it behind the goal. I just wonder whether Gakpo's the type of player that would turn around and give Simicas a mouthful, as he should.
Goalkeeper Rest plays it long upfield for Toulouse. One back on the halfway line by Alexis McAllister, who comes into Toulouse territory. He's got two players shadowing him, and Desler in the end with his slide tackle concedes a throw midway inside his own half. Alexis McAllister, who will serve a one-match domestic suspension when Liverpool take on Brentford on Sunday, hence his inclusion in the starting lineup this evening. One of only two players from Sunday's 1-1 draw at Luton to retain their places. Gomez the captain, the other. Here's Endo up towards the penalty area. Simicas coming forward, lays it off to Diaz on the left-hand side. Diaz is going to try and shift the ball onto his right foot. Pokes it into the path of Endo. Here's McAllister forward to Simicas. Simicas on the left corner of the 18-yard box, back to McAllister. Now John Matip being urged forward. He's played the ball out to the far touchline, and Doak back to Endo. Only a couple of yards outside the area. They're defending well here to lose, but unable to get the ball back at the moment. They do in the end as Doak is dispossessed by the sliding challenge from Sierro, and in trying to win the ball back, he's given away a free kick, the youngster.
Just the wrong decision there from Doak. Ball came back to him, perfect to deliver. You've got attackers in the box, four of them in red shirts. That's when you need to deliver. It's about decision making, and you improve that as you get older and you gain experience. But there, he just needed to put that one in for his forwards to attack. Chopped back again, wanting to dribble a bit more, and ends up losing it, giving a free kick away.
Well, we are into the last minute of the regulation 45 in this first half. Liverpool a goal behind, and Dollinger is looking to attack over on the left-hand side. He crosses into the penalty area, headed away by Quansah. Back to Dollinger again, and they're queuing up in the centre. He's picked out Desler with a cross. Desler with a low shot, which hit his own man Schmidt. And then as Desler tries another cross into the area, it's blocked behind by Simicas, and Toulouse have a corner as we tiptoe towards first half stoppage time. 1-0 to the French side.
Yeah, you can hear the home support. They're absolutely loving it. They're playing percentages, really, Toulouse. When they do get it wide, they're just getting it in there and hoping that it falls to a teammate, taking on every shot that's possible.
Schmidt with the corner, right-hand side as we look. Headed on by Nicolaisen up from the back. Liverpool have cleared the danger momentarily. Just the one-handed minute at the end of the first half, and then Doak comes smashing into a tackle on that far side. He was in danger of being out of control. He looked to win the ball back from Donham, the goal scorer.
Yeah, and he's giving the referee a look as if to say, did you not see the fact that he'd left the floor? Doak just about kept himself in control as he then slid in. But it was a proper challenge. We used to see them. They're not allowed anymore.
Long shot from the edge of the penalty area from Nicolaisen straight into the arms of Kelleher. And that is the last action of the first half. A big roar erupts from the Toulouse supporters. Their team looking for revenge and retribution to that 5-1 demolition at Anfield. Back in Toulouse, a couple of changes afoot for Liverpool, 3 of them in fact, and Jurgen Klopp isn't wasting any time to bring on the big guns. Mo Salah has come on to replace Ben Doak as part of that triple substitution. Trent Alexander-Arnold and Dominic Szoboszlai also entering the fray. Alexander-Arnold is on for Endo, so maybe he will be playing in that midfield role. Meanwhile, Dominic Szoboszlai is on for Kostas Tsimikas. So actually, I'd imagine what will happen, Dean Ashton, is that Joe Gomez goes across the left back, Alexander-Arnold the right back, Szoboszlai into midfield, and Salah goes and joins Gakpo and Diaz in attack. Is that how you see it?
Yeah, it is, and I expect McAllister probably now to go back to that deeper role that Endo was playing. So just a half of McAllister in a more advanced role. But what it does say is Jurgen Klopp has basically said to that first half team that simply wasn't good enough. That's your chance. For a couple of those players gone.
Is it a little bit harsh on Doak? I thought he did quite well when they got the ball to him over on the far side.
I did as well, but you know, it's either going to be him or Luis Diaz.
And we're back underway, and Toulouse immediately on the attack. The ball is played out to Dollinger down their right-hand side, and into the penalty area comes Dessler, rides a couple of challenges and then fires it wide and behind for a goal kick. Strong start to the second half from the home team.
Yeah, that would have been a shock to the system for Liverpool. Come out with the substitutions and straight away concede. It's actually a really weak effort in the end from Dessler. Gets himself in behind just as he's about to strike. Fair play to Quansah, actually. Just gives him a nudge when you're trying to take that strike and you're nudged off balance. The amount of times you then miss-kick it, and that was the case for Dessler.
Just a correction, by the way, to that midweek schedule I was talking you through during the half-time break. On Tuesday night, we will no longer have EFL trophy commentary. Instead, we have an FA Cup first-round replay, Horsham against Barnsley. That's a 7:30 kick-off Tuesday night, live on TalkSport 2. 2 minutes gone in the second half. Toulouse 1, Liverpool 0. Here is Harvey Elliott coming forward for the Reds. Alexander-Arnold now wearing the captain's armband has played the ball into McAllister. McAllister, has he tripped from behind? The referee says no. And Toulouse in their white and purple jerseys, purple shorts and white socks, shooting from right to left, come forward, and Dollinger time his run there. He got in behind the Liverpool back line, cuts back the pass, and it's turned wide by Suazo. With only the goalkeeper to beat, the flag stays down. That is a huge let-off for Liverpool. Suazo, who missed a big chance in the first half, has missed an even bigger one now.
Well, both teams have actually played on as if they're waiting for the referee's assistant to put his flag up. Quansah tries to do the right thing. In the end, Trent Alexander-Arnold gets himself back into a position to make a challenge. But how long did Suazo take to get that under control? That should have been out of his feet and in the back of the net. What a chance to go 2-0 ahead for Toulouse.
Another wake-up call for Liverpool, who trail by a goal to nil here on TalkSport. Alexander-Arnold, one of the half-time inductees, having been rested from the starting 11, plays it forward. Szoboszlai, the Hungarian international, has made such an immediate impact at Anfield, finds Diaz, but he gives the ball away. And Harvey Elliott scampering back to try and regain possession, but he only succeeds in knocking the ball out of touch for a Toulouse throw 10 yards inside the Liverpool half.
Yeah, I mean, that chance came from McAllister getting dispossessed. He looks like a player that's just lost a bit of his confidence, hasn't he? Obviously going to be suspended in the Premier League.
Yeah, won't play against Brentford on Sunday for the most comprehensive around the ground service on a Sunday afternoon. Tune into the Sunday session with Sam Matterface. Goals they go in, not just from that Liverpool-Brentford game, but Chelsea-Man City as well. One of the big games of the weekend. Here's Dessler forward for Toulouse. Helps it back to the halfway line, and Costa. Now it's picked up by Suazo over on that far side. It's been a really confident start to the second half for the home team. Schmidt just outside the area, near the left side as we look. Can't find a way past Alexander-Arnold, but he's able to whip up the crowd. Schmidt as he wins a corner. They're 4 for the evening, and they lead 1-0.
Liverpool have to get a grip here. I mean, come on, this is a team that's 14th in Liga. Terrible run of form. Lost the last 3, conceded 10, and they're starting to look comfortable and enjoying themselves. That can't happen against the Liverpool side. It just can't.
Corner from the near left touchline. Schmidt will take it high towards the far post. Got it down inside the area by Nicolaisen, and straight into the arms of Kelleher. I think he was just trying to put it back into a dangerous area.
It was a good knockdown is what it was. Nicolaisen, and Donham was there. He just stuck out a leg, couldn't quite reach it. Kelleher was alive to it.
Salah didn't have the best game at Luton at the weekend, has given the ball away cheaply on halfway for Liverpool. It's offering the Toulouse fans more encouragement as Schmidt carries the ball towards the penalty area, looks for the run of Dollinger. He's too strong for Matic. He puts the ball into the bottom corner, and Toulouse double their lead and double the trouble for Liverpool. He scored at Anfield. Dace Dollinger, he's done so again, or has he? Well, Liverpool wanted a free kick for a foul on Matic, and I think the referee has bowed to their demand, Dean Ashton. That looks a soft one to me.
You can definitely say that. I just think he steps across Dollinger, reads where the ball's going to go, steps across Matip, who almost trips himself up.
That's a let-off.
It is, because he's got him behind, he's got wrong side of Matip as Dollinger steps across, wins the ball, puts Matip to the floor, and then tucks it away nicely.
Liverpool looking to take full advantage. Ball forward to Salah. The goalkeeper comes out. Salah tries to lift it over him. Couldn't quite get clean connection, I think, because of the presence of Moussa Diarra. The ball is harmlessly wide for a goal kick for Toulouse.
No, but that's what he gives you, Mo Salah. He gives you that genuine threat of pace and movement in behind. It was a difficult one as it dropped waist height.
He almost kicked it against himself, didn't he, Salah?
It did. It's the way it sort of sat up for him didn't help him. With pressure from the goalkeeper and Diarra, he tried to lift it over the top of them, but actually took a hefty whack to the back of the head or the neck, Mo Salah, and he's still down.
Well, this is a major concern for Jurgen Klopp, who in an ideal world would have wanted to keep Salah in cold storage tonight, but with Liverpool a goal behind, on he comes for the second half, and he does look in a little bit of discomfort. Mo Salah, who scored off the bench in that 5-1 home win against Toulouse, becoming the record European goal scorer of the Premier League era. He is being treated as, again, we watch a replay of the alleged foul from Dace Dollinger and the build-up to him putting the ball in the net for a second time for Toulouse. Jurgen Klopp looks a bit anxious here, Dean Ashton.
Yeah, this
Mo
is
Salah still down.
Certainly not what he would want to see. He's bringing on Mo Salah, and he's just on the floor with the physios manipulating his neck when he's up, and you hope he's going to be okay. Just another note to add.
Well, I think the goalkeeper rest has absolutely clattered into Salah as he comes out to try and clear that ball.
Yeah, he almost, as he comes flapping out, he almost lands on the back of Mo Salah, almost Keown Van Nistelrooy-esque in the way that he came over the top of Mo Salah. But just a little note as well, obviously we're not even 10 minutes into this second half, and Trent Alexander-Arnold actually went over to the left to play left back for a few minutes, and Gomez over to the right.
Salah is back on his feet. There's another stoppage here because there was a collision between Matip and Dollinger. Matip looks to have come off worse, and he's down now being attended to.
Yeah, Dollinger just went up early, felt a whack, and I think just a flailing hand caught Matip in the face. Don't think there was any intent in that at all. Both players with their eyes on the ball.
Jurgen Klopp in conversation with Mo Salah. Slightly very animated, the Liverpool manager underneath that trademark baseball cap. We've played Well, 9 minutes in the second half. It's been very stop-start. Toulouse 1, Liverpool 0 is the score. As Brighton double their lead in Amsterdam. Adingra with a second goal for the Seagulls. Ajax 0, Brighton 2. Great night for Roberto De Zerbi. Not a particularly good one for Jurgen Klopp so far here on TalkSport 2.
No, he looks anxious, doesn't he, Jurgen Klopp?
It's a raking ball. Releases Gomez down the left-hand side. Level with a penalty area. Gomez cuts it back to Szoboszlai. Toulouse again with everybody camped behind the ball. Gomez is going to get a chance to cross right-footed here, though, and it might well come for Diaz. And was he pulled down by Diarra? I think VAR have got to have a look at that, because if he wasn't fouled, I'm not sure why Diaz would have gone down, Dean Ashton.
Well, I think he needs to hit this first time as they're on the break, Toulouse.
Yeah, Toulouse on the counter-attack. On this near side, the left. Schwarzer back towards Diarra, who comes galloping forward, but Liverpool have it safely back now with Trent Alexander-Arnold.
Well, I just couldn't believe that Luis Diaz wasn't hitting this first time. Volleying this with his left foot, taking a touch in a crowded area.
Szoboszlai, though, making his way towards the penalty area. It was upended. It's a free kick within shooting range. Clumsy challenge by the Toulouse goalscorer Donham. Strong, powerful runner, Dominic Szoboszlai. Swept off his feet, and I think Trent Alexander-Arnold or Mo Salah might well fancy this from distance. 1-0 Toulouse lead on TalkSport 2. The young goalkeeper Rest is organising his defensive wall. Maybe it's a bit too far out for a shot, second glance.
Yeah, just the 50 yards.
Not sure the actual infringement was that far back.
No, I don't either. No, I don't.
Alexander-Arnold chips the ball into the penalty area like a golfer trying to chip onto a green, but got that one all wrong. It's behind for a goal kick for Toulouse, and Liverpool still trail 1-0. A waste, Dean Ashton.
Yeah, so often teams from that central position try to float. I just never understand that. I think you've got to try and work something a bit, quite clever there into the edge of the box if you can. But just going back to that Diaz chance, ball in, can volley it on goal in between the penalty spot and the 6-yard box for Luis Diaz, and tries to control it, and then was crowded out, obviously looking for a penalty. I don't think it was, but why not hit that?
Foul here by Michael Dessler, the Dane, on McAllister, 2 yards in from the left touchline, around about halfway inside Toulouse territory. Here is John Matip over the halfway line for Liverpool. Still haven't really created a meaningful opportunity since that Gomez header against the bar, and Matip has given the ball away cheaply. Picked up by Niklas Schmidt. Over the halfway line he comes. Harvey Elliott trying to win it back, but it's better play by Schwarzer to keep possession. Plays it back to the halfway line, and here comes Sierro. Chance to stretch the play here, out to the right-hand side, where the goal scorer Donham makes his way into the penalty area. He's going to take on Gomez, who stood tall there. Gomez didn't go diving in. Donham forced away from goal. I think he was fouled by Diaz. The referee had a good view of it and said play on. And Luis Diaz is up against 3 Toulouse players over on the far side. He's given the ball away, crossed into the area and fired in off the post by Dollinger. And this one will count. And Toulouse do double the trouble for Liverpool, who are staring down the barrel of their first European defeat of the season. With 13 minutes gone in the second half, it's Toulouse 2, Liverpool 0.
And it's woeful defending again from Liverpool's point of view. Luis Diaz just took too long out there against 3 Toulouse players, and then when that ball was played in, Matip is completely asleep. He doesn't see the danger man, Dollinger. He's just waiting. He takes a beautiful first touch, by the way. The number 9 for Toulouse just cushions the ball into his path, 6 yards out, swivels on it, strikes it beautifully along the floor past Kelleher, kisses off the inside of the post. But where was Joel Matip? He just didn't spot the danger.
Well, the danger signs are there for Liverpool, all right. Dace Dollinger, who scored what proved to be only a consolation goal in the 5-1 thrashing at Anfield may just have scored the goal that takes this game away from Jurgen Klopp's team. They just have not been at the races, Liverpool, and they are being punished in front of a fervent home crowd in the south of France.
And they fully deserve it. They've been excellent in this second half, not only with their level of work ethic, but also their quality when they've had it. They've seen the gaps in the full-back areas that Liverpool vacate, and they've been very good in that sense. And Liverpool, they haven't even had a shot yet in this second half.
Only had one in the first, didn't they? A header from Gomez against the bar. It's been a really bad European night for Liverpool. 3 times winners of this competition. When it was the UEFA Cup most recently in 2001, that incredible final against Alaves, and they won 5-4 after extra time. They are 2-0 down here in their hopes of progression into the knockout rounds tonight. Very much in the balance now. Elliott heads it towards the area, cleared as far as Dominic Szoboszlai. Back to Elliott again, the youngster. He's got Gomez peeling over to the left-hand side of the area. Gomez heads it forward, and Diaz has been clattered, has he, by the goalkeeper. Diaz has stayed down. How much of the balls did the goalkeeper get here as he came racing out, the 18-year-old?
Well, he got absolutely none of it, because his centre-back Costa chested this down. Rests just barreled into the back of Luis Diaz. As he comes to punch, he actually ends up punching Costa in the back, but also then clattering into Diaz.
Well, we had the incident, didn't we, at Old Trafford on the opening day of the Premier League season, when Onana was very lucky to get away with that type of challenge, coming to deal with a cross. Could Liverpool have a case for a penalty here?
Yes, and this has been the case throughout the years. The goalkeepers have got that protection, and rightly so. You know, with strikers such as myself going up with arms in the air. But goalkeepers have always been allowed to kind of come out, and as long as they are going for the ball, to clean everything away. And that was just one of those cases. He got nowhere near the ball. His defender chested it, and he just clattered into Diaz.
No real appeals from the Liverpool players, intriguingly. It remains Toulouse 2, Liverpool 0 within 62 minutes here on TalkSport 2. Ajax 0, Brighton 2. Famous result that would be for Brighton, despite Ajax's recent troubles and travails. Here's Deslap into the Liverpool penalty area, but crossing straight into the arms of Kelleher, the stand-in Liverpool goalkeeper.
Well, they've got worse since half-time, Liverpool. They haven't got better with the changes that have been made. In fact, Toulouse look way more dangerous now in this second half. All aspects need to improve for Liverpool.
They haven't looked like getting on the score sheet since half-time.
It's been too slow, hasn't it?
Right from the off.
All the build-up is just so slow from Liverpool.
Here's Mo Salah trying to change that. Picks the ball up down by the right corner flag. Quickly plays it into the feet of Gakpo. Gakpo gets to the touchline and crosses, but it's headed away by Diarra eventually. And Liverpool have a throw level with the 18-yard line. They trail by 2-0 here on TalkSport 2. And remember, 16 matches since they failed to score over the course of the season.
Just looking at Cody Gakpo and his positioning, and if you're going to play essentially as a centre forward, where's his threat been? That's a better run from him, though.
Yeah, down to the inside right channel, but he's been swept off his feet by a firm but fair challenge there from Logan Costa. Again, Toulouse comfortably clear their lines, albeit at the expense of a throw. Here's Alexander-Arnold, right wing position, crosses into the area, headed away by Nicolaisen, and out for a Liverpool throw on this near side.
But that can't keep happening when the ball is wide and Gakpo isn't in the box. Yes, of course, come and...
Alexander-Arnold with a throw, brought down neatly by Salah inside the area. McAllister gets a shot away, it's deflected, and it's behind for a corner.
Yeah, that was almost a chance, wasn't it, for McAllister, and a good block, but there's no way Mo Salah should be able to take that down on his chest from a throw-in inside the Toulouse box. But such a strong player, Salah, when he sets himself, difficult to get round. He laid that off beautifully for McAllister. Good block though.
Toulouse 2, Liverpool 0. 64 minutes played on TalkSport 2. Corner from the right-hand side to be whipped in by Trent Alexander-Arnold. All the way to the far post towards Salah, headed away by Diarra. Szoboszlai with a chance to put it back out to Alexander-Arnold on this right-hand side, and he gets it on his left foot. His cross is deflected, headed down towards the penalty area by Gomez. Flicked on by Konsa up from the back and flicked out of play tamely for a goal kick. Jurgen Klopp not at all happy.
Well, he's still got a couple of substitutions if he needs them. But I think what they've just seen there, actually, where they're pressing a bit higher, Liverpool, that's what we should see from them, winning that ball higher up.
They made the 9 changes tonight, Dean Ashton. I'm not sure that many of those players who came in have put themselves in his sport for that Brentford game at the weekend.
No, it was almost contagious, wasn't it, in that first half, in terms of the tempo for all the players, and I don't mean they looked disinterested, but it was so slow. It was almost as if they were thinking, well, we'll win this. We've beaten 5-1. We'll cruise this. And it's not the case if you're not at the right level.
And here come Toulouse at the other end. Schwarzo down the right-hand side into the penalty area, and there's number 3. Although the flag goes up on the far side, and Liverpool have a reprieve. It's an excellent counter-attack move from Toulouse. The ball played forward to Schmidt, who was in an offside position, as he returned it back into the penalty area. Donham it was who thought he was claiming his second of the night, but the assistant on that far side got it right, Dean Ashton.
But I tell you what, they've just carved their way through that Liverpool defence with ease. They're very, very lucky that Schmidt had just strayed offside. Matip at the last second just held his run to catch Schmidt offside, but he cut it back. It was a brilliant finish. Just confidence from Toulouse.
And their fans bouncing all around the stadium. Toulouse 2, Liverpool 0, nearly 3-0 there, but for the eagle-eyed assistant referee over on the far touchline. Dominic Szoboszlai arrows the pass out to the right-hand side. Salah into the area. Gakpo's going to try and bring it down to the near post, but it took too long, and it's turned behind by Logan Costa, and Liverpool had their 6th corner of the evening.
Really good defending. Could see that Gakpo was going to take that on his chest and want to swivel and volley. Just got his body in the way.
Corner that was the near side.
Better though from Liverpool, wasn't it? Much quicker when they switched the play.
Harvey Elliott this time with delivery into the area. It's going to be cleared away by Schmidt, but no real pressure. Chested down by Donham. Donham forward to Dollinger. Was he fouled by Harvey Elliott? But the referee's going to pull it back for an earlier challenge to Szoboszlai on Donham. Toulouse 2, Liverpool 0. 68 on the clock here.
Yeah, there's still got to be a calmness though to Liverpool's play. They're with every free kick they give away, they allow Toulouse just to rest, reset. They've got to realise they've got plenty of players out there with the experience to get back into this game, Liverpool.
Toulouse were looking to make a change, but they're just going to delay that as this free kick is taken. Will be taken by Logan Costa inside the centre circle out to the left-hand side, where it's brought down neatly by Schwarzo, but he's quickly dispossessed by Alexander-Arnold on the edge of the Liverpool penalty area. McAllister with a long raking ball forward, looking for the run of Diaz. Diaz collects it down by the left corner flag. He's got Gakpo and Salah in the centre. Diaz, can he find one of them? Not quite as the answer, as he hoisted the ball towards that far post area. Salah can't keep it in play, and Toulouse have a goal kick with their 2-0 lead intact.
Yeah, shame. Arrowed ball over the top from McAllister into Luis Diaz's path. He jinks onto his right. He wants to clip that to the back post of Mo Salah. It's just overhit. It's just poor.
Just been off it in all departments so far tonight, Liverpool. as Toulouse prepare to make this change. Nicholas Schmidt, I think, had an excellent evening, is hobbling away. And it will be Franck Magri, the Cameroon international, to come on in his place. The first Toulouse alteration, with a quarter of the game remaining. And a warm ovation for Schmidt from the home supporters.
Yeah, I just wonder if Donham will drop into midfield or Magri will play that role. I think Donham might just go in a deeper role.
20 minutes for Liverpool to rescue what would appear an unlikely point. And the victory takes them into the knockout stages with 2 matches to spare. Doesn't look like that will be happening as they trail by 2-0 here on TalkSport 2. Joe Gomez over the halfway line. Can you keep the ball in play? Only just. And Gomez pokes it back to Szoboszlai inside the Liverpool half. Here is an opportunity for Konsa to strut forward, the tall teenage defender for Liverpool. Out to the right, and Elliott. Elliott 10 yards shy of the area. Alexander-Arnold's flicked it onto Szoboszlai. His attempted shot is closed down by Costa on the edge of the box, and it's back now with Konsa only just inside the Toulouse half.
Well, naturally, Toulouse are going to sit there deep. Great ball from Trent.
Lovely ball around the corner, releasing Salah, but he's given it away cheaply. And then Toulouse have given it straight back to Alexander-Arnold. Cross from down by the right corner flag. It was a teasing one all the way along the 18-yard line. Kept in by Gomez over on that far side. Gomez trying to navigate his way beyond Donham. Szoboszlai into the run of McAllister. McAllister left corner of the area, rolls it out to Gomez. Gomez with a deeper delivery this time, but too deep for everybody in red. And behind for a goal kick, Liverpool trail 2-0.
I mean, he can certainly ask the question as to why there wasn't anybody there, Gomez. I thought this was a great delivery in towards the 6-yard line. Mo Salah just decided to stop his run, didn't try and get in front of Diarra, and it goes harmlessly behind.
Well, this is not the way that many of us saw proceedings developing tonight, particularly after that 5-1 demolition that Liverpool inflicted on Toulouse at Anfield just a fortnight ago.
Also, it just feeds off the back of the result against Luton, where they obviously missed chances, but
haven't really missed chances tonight, though, have they?
Haven't created anything, really.
That will frustrate Jurgen Klopp, and you do wonder if they're still a little bit shy of being serious title contenders. Here's Salah in the area. Salah with a cross into the 6-yard box. He'll be looking for Gakpo. It's headed away by Dessler. Out for a Liverpool throw down by the corner flag on this near side.
That was a delicious pass from Elliott in behind for Mo Salah. Dessler was keeping him on side behind his defence, and Mo Salah just clipped that one in on his heels though. Gakpo hadn't really made a run, was just stood still, allowed Dessler to get in, and even that was his last action.
Yeah, and if Cody Gakpo was auditioning for a leading role at Anfield this season, I'm not sure he's going to get the job. Darwin Núñez is on to replace a very disappointed Dutchman. Núñez, who was more guilty than anybody of spurning golden opportunities against Luton at the weekend. He had 6 shots on goal, hit the bar, kept hitting the goalkeeper, hit the stand from 2 yards out with one of them. He does miss an awful lot of opportunities, Darwin Núñez.
I mean, we can always keep saying, well, you know, the important thing is getting in there, keep getting in there and try and grow in confidence, but how long can you keep saying that?
And he's on for the final 18 minutes plus stoppage time as Liverpool find themselves 2-0 down in France. Here's Alexander-Arnold picking out Gomez at the far post. Gomez heads the ball towards Salah. Oh, and it's into the back of the net. I think it went in off a Toulouse defender, and Liverpool from nowhere are back in this game with 17 minutes to play. It all came from a quite beautiful floated diagonal pass from Alexander-Arnold, headed across the 6-yard line by Gomez. Salah couldn't get on the end of it, but it was headed into his own net, I think by Christian Caceres in the end. 2-1 to Toulouse, and it is an own goal from Caceres. Dean Ashton.
I mean, what a strange goal this is. You're right, it was a peach of a ball from Alexander-Arnold out to Gomez, who then heads that back and floats it across. Does Mo Salah, though, does he give him a little nudge, Caceres? Because then he turns his back, which you cannot do, and it just ricochets off his back and into the back of the net.
Well, VAR will be having a very close look at that, you would imagine, but what a lifeline for Liverpool if this goal does stand.
Yeah, I don't think it was enough from Mo Salah, the little nudge, and then, you know, he's turned his back, Caceres, and it's just hit him without him seeing and just floated into the net.
Well, now we have a final 15 minutes on our hands here on TalkSport 2. Toulouse 2, Liverpool 1. Not only did he score an own goal there, Caceres, I think he also took out Nicolaisen, and he is hobbling off the field to receive treatment. Such a bizarre goal. Suddenly the Liverpool fans have found their voices again.
Yeah, because there's still plenty of time. Well over 15 minutes of normal time, plus what will be added. And top teams, when they don't play well, they can still win. It wouldn't surprise me if Liverpool do.
Here come Toulouse at the other end, though, trying to wrestle back control of the game. Suarzo on the edge of the area, chested down inside the 6-yard box. Kelleher turns it away from goal, and it's been turned in by Franck Magri, and within seconds of getting themselves back in the game, Liverpool concede again. Toulouse 3, Liverpool 1, and once again the defending was poor.
Well, you won't get back into the game, and you certainly won't win the game if you defend like this. Horrendous defending again from Liverpool. I mean, first off, Gomez doesn't get tight enough to Donham, who then clips it to the back post. Alexander-Arnold isn't even looking at Suarzo, and so he's 10 yards away from him. He's then clips it back across. And who is marking Magri? He just waltzes in with nobody near him. Quantas tried to get near Dolinga, but there's no one there. He just taps it home. Magri into the empty net. Ridiculous defending from Liverpool.
Oh, it took a little knock as the ball was played across the 6-yard box by Suarzo off Alexander-Arnold. I think that made it an awkward one for Kelleher, the goalkeeper, hence the fact he just pushed it out back into a dangerous area. Credit to Magri, he was following the ball in, and it was a simple finish in the end beyond Quansah and Kelleher on the goal line. Toulouse 3, Liverpool 1 here on TalkSport 2. And all that enthusiasm that the Liverpool fans had whipped up as a result of the own goal to get them back in the game has quickly been extinguished. Just been a bad night for the men from Merseyside.
Yeah, they've been way off it, haven't they, in terms of the standards that this Liverpool side have set so far this season. Defending has been awful.
Here's Matip coming forward. Harvey Elliott cutting in from the right-hand side on his left foot, playing the ball forward to Darwin Núñez, trying to get it out from under his studs on the edge of the area. He couldn't do so. Elliott's gone down off the ball, and Toulouse able to clear over the halfway line. As Liverpool commit bodies forward, there might be possibilities on the counter-attack. The referee has given Liverpool a free kick here. The Toulouse fans far from happy about it. For a challenge on Matip, I think, around about the halfway mark.
I mean, in terms of quality, Liverpool are by far the better team, but in terms of hunger, desire, those things that are difficult to measure, Toulouse have been by far the best team.
Szoboszlai with the dangerous ball floated into the area, chested behind by Logan Costa, facing his own goal. Liverpool had their 7th corner. Only had 2 attempts on target, Liverpool, in the whole match. One of those wasn't the goal, because of course that was an own goal. 11 to play, plus stoppage time. Toulouse 3, Liverpool 1 on TalkSport 2. Don't forget Blackburn against Preston for the Championship here tomorrow night. The Lancashire Derby. Corner to be played in from the Liverpool left. Goalkeeper punches it away. Only as far as Elliott, who got the volley towards goal, blocked by Deslat. And Elliott flicks it back into the area. Danger not gone yet for Toulouse, but Elliott under pressure has to play it all the way back to McAllister on the edge of the centre circle. He is a very different Alexis McAllister to the one that was so often rampaging in midfield for Brighton last season.
He doesn't look like he owns that yet, does he? That position or his place in, like, really owned it. He played like he knew he was one of the best players at Brighton. He's not playing like that at the moment. I think just looks like he's lost a tiny bit of confidence, McAllister.
Here's Nunez, edge of the area. Too many Toulouse players around him, so it's cleared away as far as McAllister, and Wright and Q's conceded possession. Toulouse looking to counter. Matip there ahead of Magri, scorer of the French side's third goal. Back on the halfway line with Matip. Now Elliott coming in from that right wing position again. Alexander-Arnold with a floated ball out to Gomez. He's done that throughout this second half, releasing his fellow fullback. Nunez cuts it back to Elliott on the edge of the area. He gets underneath the shot and blazes it high over the bar, and he's really frustrated with himself. Just ruffles his curly hair frantically. Harvey Elliott, and it screams into the heavens.
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself. Fell to him again on the edge of the box. Couldn't keep it down. Way over the top. But once again, Alexander-Arnold, it's like he's got that ball on one of those spider cam wires. It's just, every time he hits it, it's like it just follows the same trajectory over towards Gomez. He's been very good since he's come on, Alexander-Arnold, in that sense.
Aaron Dunham is milking the ovation of the home supporters as he's replaced by Kamanzi for the final 9 minutes of the game. Donomu's deflected strike in the first half gave Toulouse the lead, added to by Dollinger 13 minutes into the second. The 2-0 deficit was halved by an own goal from Christian Caceres, but minutes later Franck Magri restored the Toulouse advantage. Diogo Jota is the latest player to come off the Liverpool bench, replacing Luis Diaz. What do you make of Diaz this evening?
I mean, look, very difficult to judge. Not at his best. Started brightly, but actually feel as if Dessler got the measure of him.
But they've made all 5 changes now, Liverpool, that they can. Here's Szoboszlai, midway inside the Toulouse half, trying to play it forward to McAllister. It's blocked, but Szoboszlai manages to recycle possession back out to Matip. They trail by 3-1. Liverpool. Alexander-Arnold lets fly from range, and that one was never going to trouble the goalkeeper rest either. Goal kick.
Well, that's a let-off. Look, we know he's got quality, Alexander-Arnold. We know he can hit from distance with superb technique, but that's just letting them off. That's just easing the pressure for Toulouse.
Seven minutes plus added time to play. Liverpool, who failed to win any of their last 4 forays onto French soil. That run looks like it will be extended, barring something quite sensational in the minutes that remain.
Well, what it does do, it gives Toulouse a great chance of qualifying and putting some pressure on Liverpool in terms of that top spot.
Yeah, they wouldn't want to have to go into that playoff round, would they, Liverpool? They'll be top on 9 points from 4 games played. Toulouse 7 points from their 4 games, but of course they've played Liverpool twice now, and they would fancy their chances of beating both Union Saint-Galois and Lask in the last 2 group matches. Liverpool would still expect to accumulate the required number of points to make it into the top 2 at least. Here's Salah, right hand side. Alexander-Arnold dinks it over the top, looking for the Egyptian, who just heads it tamely into the arms of Ress. when there have been games this season when Mo Salah has looked a little bit below par, certainly against Luton at the weekend. But there was the game in which he scored a couple of goals in the Merseyside derby. He was having an absolute nightmare until he scored in that game, Mo Salah. He's not played particularly well since coming on tonight.
No, but he's gone through patches like that throughout his Liverpool career where you think he's maybe not at his absolute best, but he still produces the goals and the assists.
Here's Harvey Elliott trying to produce something. Out to Alexander-Arnold. Low ball into the area. Diarra helps it back to his goalkeeper as the Toulouse fans, using their mobile phones, are staging a bit of an impromptu light show.
But also, when Liverpool were at their best, you know, that pressure wasn't all on Mo Salah. You had Sadio Mane producing goals and assists, Firmino as well, and that's, you know, the pressure doesn't always have to be on Mo Salah. It should be now being taken up by Nunez and Gakpo and Diaz and Jota.
Here's Konsa in the Liverpool left-back position, just helps the ball out to play for a throw. We've moved into the 85th minute. Toulouse 3, Liverpool 1 is the score on TalkSport 2. And here is Harvey Elliott, just on the edge of the halfway line, out to Salah on the right-hand side. Not really been able to get Nunez involved as much as they would have liked since he came on. Wearing the number 9 shirt for Liverpool, Darwin Nunez. With Alexander-Arnold on the edge of the centre circle, but in the Toulouse half as he rolls the ball forward to Szoboszlai. Here's Salah. Playing the ball to Szoboszlai, 10 yards outside the area. Up to the left, and Gomez with a deep ball into Salah, tries to bring it down his chest, and it really illustrates my point. It was a bad touch by his incredibly high standards.
Yeah, because it was a really good ball in actually from Gomez. Just clipped it in rather than firing that across. Just clipped it in. Diarra was underneath it. Mo Salah needed to almost take it in the stomach to kill the ball completely, or on the thigh. Then in the end it bounced off his knee and was away. That was a chance again.
Harvey Elliott's been fouled by Suazo on this near touchline, level with the penalty area. Free kick for Liverpool. Listen to the noise levels now amongst those home supporters. Famous victory for Toulouse. Unless Liverpool can score 2 goals in the final 3 minutes plus added on time, they trail 3-1. Szoboszlai and Harvey Elliott stand over the dead ball. It will be Dominic Szoboszlai towards the far post, but over the head of everybody in red, and out tamely for a throw in for Toulouse as a big cheer revolves around the stadium.
Oh, it's strange, isn't it? They just cannot get going, Liverpool. They cannot have a passage of play where they put genuine pressure on Toulouse for a sustained period of 3-4 minutes.
A really disappointing night for the 6 times European champions. As Toulouse make another change, it's another of their goal scorers, Dolinga, who's worked tirelessly leading the line, the number 9. And he is replaced by Cesar for the final 2.5 minutes here on TalkSport 2. Toulouse have a throw level with the right corner of their own penalty area. It's picked up by Szoboszlai high up the field. Now Alexander-Arnold, I think, has had an impact since coming on. And here's a chance for Szoboszlai. It moved awkwardly right in front of the goalkeeper. The shot from 20 yards. He's managed rest to palm it away from goal out this near side.
I think he's already shown in his Liverpool career, Szoboszlai, that when he gets in and around the penalty area, he can strike it. And it dipped, and it just bounced up awkwardly for the goalkeeper Rest, who was able, he did well, especially to parry it away as well out of the danger zone.
Ball forward by Matip. McAllister scampers to win it back for Liverpool. Here's Jota on the edge of the area. Jota within shooting range, and Jota rolls the ball into the bottom corner. And with 2 minutes to go, Liverpool have hope again. Diogo Jota, freshly introduced off the bench, has rewarded Jurgen Klopp, and they are still in this game, Liverpool. as we welcome listeners from TalkSport. Jota has given Liverpool just a glimmer of hope. 3-2 to Toulouse now.
Brilliant from McAllister to win that ball back and then feed Diogo Jota, and this is genuine quality. Brilliant dribble. A tired looking Dessler couldn't get anywhere near him as he just chinked past him, and then an unnerving finish from Diogo Jota into the far corner, giving the goalkeeper no chance.
The third Europa League goal of the season for Jota, and with a minute plus stoppage time to play, it's Toulouse 3, Liverpool 2. McAllister has conceded a cheap free kick on the edge of his own penalty area. A foul on Magri, whose goal now, Franck Magri, looks like it might be the winner. It will be daylight robbery, Dean, actually, if Liverpool were to somehow steal a point late on.
Oh, it's been an ugly performance, hasn't it, from Liverpool's perspective. Terrible defending, woeful at times, but top teams, they always seem to find a way.
It was a moment of real quality from Jota. Amazing run to get himself into a shooting position, and then he almost passed it beyond the keeper into the far corner. Free kick for Toulouse, headed towards that top corner by Costa, up from the back, plucked from the air by Kelleher. It's going to be really interesting to see how many added minutes there are. The answer is 7. 7 minutes for Liverpool to rescue a draw. McAllister forward, rolled off by Jota to Gomez. Here's McAllister again. Alexander-Arnold midway inside the Toulouse half, suddenly the French side looking very tired. Szoboszlai plays the ball into the centre of the Toulouse half. Forward from McAllister to Jota, trying to use those dancing feet again inside the area, but poked clear this time by Kamanzi.
All of a sudden Toulouse looking tight, looking tense, looking tired, which they've not shown all game.
Here's McAllister. Gomez has made a good run into the area. McAllister chose to play it short to Jota instead. Now McAllister, can he get across into the area? Went for the low ball to Jota, cleared away. Big cheer from the home fans again. They're still trying to roar their team on. We've played one of the 7 added minutes. It's Toulouse 3, Liverpool 2 in the Europa League on TalkSport 2. Here's Harvey Elliott running into the Toulouse half of the field, and then falling upon Alexander-Arnold, his captain, to take over, carrying the fight for Liverpool, but Jota doesn't make the ball stick, and then he's conceded a free kick as he went steaming into the challenge on Caceres, and he will stay down, Dean, for as long as he possibly can.
Really clever from Caceres here, because he won the ball back. He saw Jota just then trying to get back at him, and he just stepped right across. He actually instigated the contact by leaving his leg behind him for Jota to come across, and he goes down and wins the free kick.
Jürgen Klopp just making the point, I think, to the 4th official that the time should be added on. It's going to be a fascinating and enthralling last 5 minutes of stoppage time. Long punt upfield by Toulouse, but that only gives possession back to Liverpool. It's behind for a goal kick that Kelleher wants to take in a hurry, understandably.
Well, we usually see one big chance, don't we, in these sorts of moments for any side that's chasing. It's just who does that fall to, how big's the chance, and can they take it?
And we've had some extraordinary games on the TalkSport network this week. Monday night, that 4-1 win for Chelsea at Spurs, with so many incidents to dissect. Manchester United last night on TalkSport, 2-0 up and cruising, 3-2 up. Looked like they were heading for a crucial win, and they lost 4-3 in the end. What can Liverpool do here with the free kick that's been won over on the far side by Nunez? He's been shown a yellow card, I think, for his reaction to the challenge, Darwin Nunez. Kamanzi, it was the offender, and he's been booked as well. There's an opportunity for Liverpool to get bodies forward with 4 minutes of stoppage time to play. That is the minimum time that will be added on, remember. Alexander-Arnold stands over the free kick. He's going to whip it in right-footed from the left-hand side. There are 5 red Liverpool jerseys camped on the edge of the Toulouse area. Needs a good delivery, this. And they usually are from Trent Alexander-Arnold from set pieces. Almost 7 Liverpool players in a line now on the edge of the box. Matip is up from the back. So to his Quanta at the far post. It's into Rose Jota. It wasn't a bad ball, but he's headed it away from goal. So Bosley at least stopped it going out for a goal kick, and Nunez over on the far side makes sure that Liverpool keep possession, and then he holds off the challenge. That's got to be a yellow card for Magri. Wrestling Nunez to the ground. It was strong play from the Uruguayan initially. And another Liverpool free kick over on that far touchline. We played 4.5 of 7 added minutes. Toulouse 3, Liverpool 2 here. Harvey Elliott, little chip ball into the area. Be it only as far as Gomez, who puts it back into a congested box. They're asking for a handball. Salah and Nunez in particular. Cross back into the area from Alexander-Arnold. They've still not got it away here, Toulouse. It's with Szoboszlai 15 yards outside the box, and still Nunez is asking for handball for that earlier infringement in his eyes. Elliott out to the right. Alexander-Arnold towards the far post where Matip is up, headed away by Nicolaisen. Joe Gomez now on this right touchline down by the corner flag, crosses into the area. It's a really good ball in. Jota brings it down on the edge of the box, couldn't get his shot away. Alexander-Arnold does, it's over the bar, and Jota have been penalised for a foul anyway. 3-2 Toulouse.
And shock, Caceres is another free kick won for his side as he saw Jota again miscontrol and coming in for the challenge, nipped it away, and then of course he's going to go down with his team a free kick. But it was spinning around all over the place in that penalty area.
Well, this will just eat away a few more precious seconds as far as Toulouse are concerned. It's all over in Amsterdam. Brighton have beaten Ajax by 2-0. They go top of their Europa League group. Liverpool will stay top of theirs, but it's going to be a lot tighter than maybe we anticipated heading into those final couple of group matches. They trail by 3-2 here in France, and we're into the last minute of 7 added on. Liverpool have a goal kick away to our left.
Yeah, Nicolaisen there, just from halfway, launching that all the way over the Liverpool goalkeeper's head and into the crowd.
This might be the last Liverpool attack of the evening. Last chance of a point. They were 3-1 down, remember, and 2-0 down. Alexander-Arnold's cross. Nunez tries to chest it down inside the box. It's cleared, and then that looked like handball by McAllister. Referee says play on. It's into Salah inside the area. They've smuggled it half away. Toulouse. Szoboszlai with a cross. He's going to cover Nunez. He kicks for there, and it's been turned in for the equaliser. And it's Quanta, the unlikely hero, in the 7th minute of stoppage time, as he rescued Liverpool a point. The Toulouse players are asking for an earlier handball. The goalkeeper rests his crestfallen. But what a time for Jarell Quanta to potentially score his first Liverpool goal.
Well, it's another scramble, isn't it? Nunez has the chance, and he slices the ball away, and then Quanta's alive to it in the box and just hammers the ball into the ground. It goes through a crowd of bodies and into the back of the net. But the Toulouse players, they feel like McAllister definitely handballed it earlier in the move.
Did he? We've just seen a replay, or did he get his arm out of the way quickly enough?
No,
was it below the t-shirt line?
It's very, very close. His arm's right by his side also. Well, they just didn't deal with it, Toulouse.
Is he going to come and have a look at the monitor here, the referee? I think he might be. Or is he going to send off or book one of the two managers? Well, the cards are flying out here. The scoreline on our monitor hasn't changed yet to reflect that Liverpool equaliser. The Toulouse players surround the referee. And let's be brutally honest, Dean Ashton, nobody inside the stadium really knows what on earth is happening.
No, well, the referee's got his finger to his ear as if to say, look, I'm being spoken to, but we don't know what about.
Well, they are checking the goal. We have confirmation of that. But it looks like he's pointing towards the centre circle. Looks like this goal will stand, and Liverpool will probably have salvaged an equaliser, or have they? Because having pointed towards the centre circle, he's now decided he's going to come and take a look at the monitor.
I mean, that's ridiculous. He pointed towards the centre spot as if to say goal, and then all of a sudden he's now changed his mind and he's over at the monitor.
Well, he's going to be checking this handball. It was off the belly initially of McAllister. Is that lower than the t-shirt line when it touches his arm, Dean Ashton?
Well, it's the line across from the armpit going across that the officials will be looking at. And he's not giving, he's overturned it.
And the Toulouse fans celebrate. And Joao Conce's first Liverpool goal is ruled out for the handball in the build-up to it. And that might just be that, as far as the Reds' hopes of a late fight back are concerned.
I mean, it's incredibly harsh that you can definitely determine that that's below the line of the armpit. And then still, after that, there's 2 or 3 bits of play before the goal is actually even scored. Incredibly unlucky for Liverpool, but what a night for Toulouse.
And another dramatic finish on the TalkSport network in this week of huge talking points. Liverpool looking like they're going to be beaten here in France, and initially the referee definitely pointed towards the centre circle. He was going to give the goal, and clearly something was said in his ear. He changed his mind, checked the monitor, and all of a sudden Liverpool's equaliser is chalked off. We're into the 11th added minute, and it's Kamanzi coming forward for Toulouse. They're just going to try and kick the ball down by the corner flag. One back by Liverpool, but there goes the full-time whistle. Defeat for Jurgen Klopp's men.